Akademiks. Can't ride no wave.
Some of the 50 stuff, I think that's like of importance if you ask me. So today, chat, I open up my Instagram and everybody's firing back at 50 Cent. Okay. Now, it's not for no reason. 50 Cent, who is the master of controversy. Now, I've said before, I don't think 50 wants to actually rap battle these guys. But 50's not going to miss a moment where it looks like he's in beef and he could use it for promotion. That's been his entire thing. 50 is probably one of the only people who had a shot. I don't know if he's close to it now or whatever, but people thought he was going to be a billionaire at one point. But people always thought that he was a one-trick pony. And the one-trick pony is that you gather attention, and this is a 48 Laws of Power, like, mantra or like rule. You gain attention by any means necessary. His way of doing it was always, especially when it comes to hip-hop, that we are always turning our heads for conflict, was to beef. So, whether it was with Ja Rule, Jadakiss, with Fat Joe, Rick Ross, The Game, there's been Kanye West, even though that wasn't really like beef. But, he's known that when you include yourself into these back and forth issues, people all want to tune in. Now, here's a problem, because 50 these days is making movies, and he's funded this initiative in Shreveport that he wants to go build G-Unit Studios or G-Unit Film Studios out there, and he's working with stars, and he's, clearly worked with Netflix because they put out a documentary, even though it was versus Diddy. But we're looking at, does controversy still help 50? Well, to a certain extent it does, because he's been acting like he's beefing with Diddy the whole time. And I think that's part of the reason that the views for that thing is going outside, going into, some crazy shit. Why? People like, oh, not only is someone making a documentary on Diddy, it's a nigga that really didn't like him, that had an axe to grind. But not only that, his baby mama was involved. Jay-Z, he don't like Jay-Z. He's never liked Jay-Z, really. We've seen, he even said, I'm going to make a documentary about that. So we've seen that 50 is kind of taking his old tactics that he used to use in music. He's kind of bringing it to this film area, and he says, I'll kind of beef through my content because that's the easiest way for promo. Remember, beef, antagonizing, clickbaiting, saying something outlandish is the best way for people to tune in. However, it feels like recently 50's getting a taste of his own medicine. It's almost like a reverse effect. Because what 50 usually does is go at other people who are already getting, they're getting shitpiled in the public. Everybody's jumping on like, oh, this person's a bad person. Or, there's a growing type of discourse among something. And 50's kind of been seen as we know he's an asshole, but he's like the neighborhood asshole. We fuck with him. He's an asshole, but he's just not a bad guy. However, maybe his welcome is either wearing out or maybe his karma is catching up for over the years, because it feels like recently a lot of the things he's been, some of the people he don't like or whatever, when he goes at Rick Ross, we don't care that much because we know that's kind of mutual. But after this incident with T.I., and we got to give T.I. and family credit here, a lot of people start looking at 50 differently. And this is me analyzing how people have looked at 50. They've looked at him like, you know what? This guy's in poor taste. They look at him like an opportunist. They look at him it's the first time I've actually even heard the public felt like they've said he's a bully. Now, granted, let me tell you this, and this is my personal opinion, because there's a lot of people who have this idea act like you're scared of 50 or you're just dick riding 50. My job is to give the commentary on what's changed. Y'all hyped up 50 for 20 years. Because y'all enjoyed the antics. What's the most interesting thing is not 50. The most interesting thing for me is, why have y'all changed? Why? So you didn't see him go too far with, just reason with me. I know y'all think that I'm not scared of 50. I'm not scared of 50. If I got to say it, I'll say it 50 times. I'm not scared of 50. But I call shit honest. That's why I think y'all like me. Just remember this. So y'all now y'all care that 50's a bully because he posted T.I.'s wife. Do you know he posted a sex tape of Rick Ross's baby mama getting fucked on a couch? You know he posted a video of Rick Ross's baby mama, who was, the one that's now known as the buck-toothed one, Tia, bringing Rick Ross's kids around him and Floyd, and he's rubbing the kid all in the head and taking him shopping. You didn't think that was too far? That's where I can't get with the audience. The audience wants to act like this is just they're viewing each incident in isolation. No, you're not. Because when 50 did other things you liked, you fucked with it. And you never said he was a bully. Now he's a bully. But most people are saying it because they're disguising it. Oh, no, it's because he doesn't rap. He's not rapping enough. Bro, I told y'all he lost most of the rap battles, in my opinion. The game rapped him under the bus. I thought Rick Ross rapped him under the bus. You want me to start changing my opinion about 50's performance in these beefs because of T.I. weak-ass raps? Come on, bro. His son got better raps against 50 for a diss. That's where I'm saying it's not 50, it's y'all. And y'all got to accept when there's sometimes that y'all love someone being the villain, and it's a time when y'all say, we want the villain to fall. That's what's happening. That's why I kept saying he's going through a Drake moment. The dude ain't do nothing different than he's been doing. The dude ain't do nothing different than he been doing. He been bullying niggas. Why didn't y'all see? I'm telling you, what he did to Rick Ross, that's what he did to Khaled's mom. These things are crazy. What he did to Tierra Marie. These things are crazy. But none of y'all jumped down and said, oh, he's a bully. Man, we need to root for people to. But now, and this is why I keep saying he's having a Drake moment. Because the internet picks arbitrarily the moments that they feel, okay, all right, we were rooting for you, but fuck that, it's your time to lose. They have decided that it's 50's time to lose. Tell me I'm wrong. With all due respect, and I'll even compare this moment to Drake. Remember when Joe dissed Drake? Remember there was a bunch of smaller rappers dissing Drake around 2016, 2017. I can't remember the exact time, and my memory evades me a little bit. Nobody's saying, oh, Drake, you lost because of these guys. Yo, the people who are dissing 50 right now are T.I.'s two sons, Papoose, and the Teenior citizens. And now we're saying the undefeated fighter, the undefeated beef lord in hip-hop, oh, it's his time to lose. No, you need to accept it that you were cool with his antics, but you're sick of it now. It's not as entertaining. There's nothing more. It used to come with good music, come with some good stuff. Power, maybe I'm not tuning into Power no more. Y'all ready to see 50 lose. And this, by the way, this is a slight segue into what I'll get into with Floyd. I think Floyd, I know he's going through some money issues, allegedly. I don't know if this is all the way true. But I feel like Floyd getting in the ring, Floyd Mayweather getting in the ring is a bad idea. Floyd, you've always won in the ring. You haven't clarified your legal or, financial status, but everyone wants to say you're broke. They're ready to see you finally lose. Now, granted, there was always this aura of we want to see Floyd lose, and he was so good he didn't lose. But if you end up fighting Pacquiao, I guarantee you this. If he fights Pacquiao, even though he beat Pacquiao before, if Pacquiao beat him, watch all type of think pieces claiming that Floyd was a fraud all along. And this, I fear for Floyd. Again, I get it. People talk all the shit about him. But I do know the nature of man. People get tired of a nigga winning. And 50's going through that right now. Okay? So, 50, after he realized people are dissing him, he tries to lean into it. Now, granted, I even posted on my Instagram, and I think he was responding to me if you really, in my opinion, I think he was responding to me. Because I did post when he previewed the song, right? So when he did preview the song, where does it go? He previewed the song. Yeah, right here. This is when he previewed the song. And I said, Fifth drops a Max B assisted track aimed at T.I. and fam. Now, he didn't comment under my post, but what he did do, he did put up a post himself. He said, I'm sorry. No response to retarded-ass rappers who can't write a hit to save their lives. Now, people thought that was more to Papoose, but I never heard. Papoose was talking shit, but I didn't hear a Papoose diss at the time. Or actually, maybe the Car Freaks. I don't know if it did, but he was like moving right along. So he clarified, I thought him dropping a song when everybody's on his ass, like drop a song, drop a song. I personally believe that 50 think he's above dropping songs. 50 hasn't looked towards music as revenue for a long time, as at least new music. He's getting a lot of money from Get Rich or Die Trying and The Massacre and like his entire catalog. And if he wants to go do a 15-year, let me see, he dropped it in 2003. Yo, you do know 2033 is coming up too, right? What's that's gonna be? The 30-year anniversary. He's gonna go on some crazy ass tour again. Matter of fact, 2028 is gonna be the 25-year anniversary. He'll probably go on the 25th anniversary of G Unit. That's that's quarter century. So 50's doing good without dropping music. I never thought 50 was going to drop music, but for whatever reason, people think that 50, that's how he beefs. I've never thought 50 beefed with dropping music. It's been like years. You know who ended that for me? The person who ended that was The Game. And that was like in 2005 to 2007. So all these people like, yo, when 50 gonna respond, I'm like, whatever. Anyway, he did drop a song, got Max B on it. I put up the caption. I said, nah, I think he's reacting to them because he has some stuff. He was like, your mama was doing something in Atlanta or something. And he responded because people were taking those lines and say, oh, no, he's responding to T.I. He says, I'm sorry. No response to retarded ass rappers. Which some people say, no, that was actually to Papoose, who can't write a hit. The who can't write a hit shit people think is to Papoose to save their lives. Then he says short but shorty, which I kind of think that's at T.I. a little bit. Anyway, post that, by the way, there was also T.I.'s son who dropped another diss song, Domani. But after that, he then put out the video to the song with Max B. Now, I'm going to play it here. Don't know if you guys have seen it, but look like 50's doing what he does best, even though he's saying he's not a diss. He's using the video and the visuals to basically be a diss and beef, and perhaps it's just for attention for the visuals, but you be the judge. Check it out.
You should be polite. This is the purge. This is what happens tonight. Fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah. Fuck you. And you don't even count, little nigga. I got a little bonus.
Now, maybe he's putting like names or like pictures to names. Because I remember it was like, you don't really count. I thought it was talking about T.I. and family. Maybe he's talking about the Teeniors citizens. Let's do it again.
You should be polite. This is the purge. This is what happens tonight. Fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah. Fuck you. And you don't even count, little nigga. I got a little bonus. No more tricks. No more trash. Your niggas is pussy, I can see it in your eyes. Black trench coat, we be creeping in the skies.
Now, they use a lot of AI for this, but I do like it, though.
Yeah. Done with you bitches, no more believing in lies. No more tricks. No more trash. Your niggas is pussy.
Okay, so we saw Chaino. Now we're seeing Jim Jones.
I can see it in your eyes. Black trench coat, we be creeping in the skies. We done with you bitches, no more believing in lies. I come back like that ready rock, cut with that fetty rock, cock it and let it pop. Snitching, you better not.
Why do people keep acting like Jim Jones told? Jim Jones never told on nobody. Why they got Jim Jones in the interrogation room like this? This is crazy.
Around different weeds, demons do different deeds. fresh and I feel a squeeze.
This is like Paid in Full.
He said he can't breathe. Bitch, I got so much bread. She said she can't leave.
What movie is this reminding y'all of?
I show her life without me. She said she can't see it. Me, I'm about to lick. You go by the drip.
Now, I hope y'all remember what I said, and I hope y'all are kind of following it, right? Now, here's the thing, okay? The reason why I say I hope y'all are following it is it's clear that Fifth, I told you, Fifth ain't trying to beef with bars. He beef with narratives. He beef with exposing. He doesn't beef by trying to out-rap you. And that's where everybody's getting it wrong.
Mirror all day and still got a vibe, bitch. I pull up in different whips and chains, switching lanes. Boy, I hear that shit you're saying, so I'ma get with you, man. Catch him clipping. I
feel like Dave East ain't really in this, but like, I guess Dave East is, what's that nigga that said, yo, let me out the whip? That gotta be Dave East. Dave East, respectfully, and is Dave East like a gangster like that? I don't know. I heard he was like a Crip, so, apologize. I don't know how much niggas he killed and shit like that, but like, it feels like, no disrespect to him, nobody knows him enough to have beef with him. Like, bro, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, we probably can't name 2 or 3, I can't name one Dave East song, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I've seen him freestyle a couple times. I can't name a song of his. I'm not trying to diss him at all. I see people gonna think, I can't. So it's like, not only that, we don't have no problem with Dave East. It's just that Dave East is in the car with these guys, right? Like, has Dave East done anything that we don't like? Like, Maino, he's a bully. Jim Jones is 60, still like banging blood and like bullying niggas and fighting. And Fabulous, we usually like Fabulous. Actually, we like Fabulous. All he did was punch his girl teeth out. Like, that was it. That's it. She got veneers after that. I think that was the plot.
Martin ripped him, punch him, kick him, stick him.
Wait. Oh my. Wait. Did he? Oh nah. That's the thing. That's the thing about Fifth. You could tell Fifth is playing all hands on deck. He also pictures a scene where Maino is in like a barber chair or whatever, and somebody runs in and gives him $150. If you don't know, Maino has a scar on like, right here because someone cut him, but it was in jail. And I would think it's sensitive for him, because I don't know. They claim, if you listen to New York niggas, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. Hey, by the way, let me just say this. I'm not trying to get nobody incriminated like that. I'm just telling you the reputation of these guys. That's why everybody's scared of them. They talk about Maino like Maino's buried. They act like Maino's King Von. Like, now, respectfully, I don't think Maino's murdered anyone. I do think, he's backed his gun a couple times, done some. I don't think he's a murderer. But the way how New York thinks about Maino, he's King Von. Respectfully, okay? Jim Jones is like the East Coast representation of like gangbanging. Like, you're just throwing up gang signs, mad niggas with him. That's how people look at him. Fabulous, girls guy. Like, all the bitches on his dick. He be rapping smooth. He got punchlines. He cool. Dave East, bro, I don't know what they say. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I never heard nobody say nothing about Dave East. I gotta keep it a bean, bro. But I think I just really like, I'm only talking about New York niggas. New York niggas act like, what's that nigga name? Maino done killed 50 niggas, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, he's Lil Jeff. Like, he's like, word up, I swear. That's how they talk about him. And then when they talk about Jim Jones, they talk about him like he's the biggest blood in the East Coast. So like, West Coast had Tookie Williams and Big U and Whack 100. East Coast has Jim Jones. Jim Jones is like the highest blood member we could find. Like, real talk. The nigga made Certified Gangsters. Like, I'm gonna keep it a bean. Keep it a bean. And when we hear about Fabulous, Girls Guy, I'm not even trying to diss Dave East. We just never heard nothing about him. I'm gonna be honest. In my opinion. So, 50's kind of getting at these guys, but you could tell he's not just getting at them like, let's rap battle. He's getting at their manhood because he's going to, remember, Maino is King Von, and he's putting up, imagine a nigga who's King Von or thought of as King Von, niggas like dissing you and using the moments where you supposedly caught an L, which is the face cutting thing.
You should be polite. This is the
Shout out to Max B. That nigga is just like, I got out of jail, man. I don't want no beef with none of y'all. I did 17 years or 27 years. Leave me alone.
This is what happens tonight. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. And you don't even count, little nigga. I got a little bonus. No more tricks. No more tries. Your niggas is pussy, I can see it in your eyes. Black trench coat, we be creeping in the skies. Done with you bitches, no more believing in lies. No more tricks. No more tries. Your niggas is pussy, I can see it in your eyes. Black trench coat, we be creeping in the skies. We done with you bitches, no more believing in lies. I come back like that ready vibe. Cut with that fake
Okay.
Cock it and let it pop. You snitching, you better.
Damn.
Not, I do around different weeds. Demons do different deeds. Pressure, I feel a squeeze. He say he can't breathe. Bitch, I got so much bread. She said she can't leave. I show her life without me. She said she can't see it. Me, I'm about to lick. You go by the drip. You in the mirror all day and still got a buy, bitch. I pull up in different whips. Whips and chains, switching lanes. Boy, I hear that shit you're saying, so I'ma get with you, man. Catch him, clip him. Bought him, ripped him. Punch him, kick him. Stick him.
Okay. All right. So again, when I think of, y'all might think I'm copping a plea for 50, but 50 he's not a lyrical beefer, just that. He's a guy who beefs with the music video. He got some skits online. He gonna clown you. He gonna show that you're unsuccessful. He gonna show you get evicted. His beef is like that, okay? Anyway, after he drops this, not gonna lie, y'all. Maino decides to drop a response. Okay. So Chaino drops a response. Well, first of all, he acknowledges, he says, God damn, 50. You made us wait 4 months for this? Laughing my ass off. Let the games begin, pussy. Now, I'm still trying to tell y'all, Maino is acting, Maino, he using tough vernacular, but he not trying to get tough for 50. Like, you could tell, like, he's still like, man, shout out to 50. He gave me my first opportunity. Anyway, so he posts the picture of 50, or the screenshot of 50 in the music video. Now, he drops a diss song, which, apparently is like 24 hours later. And it's called Bleed Like Us. And he says, hey, Fifth, I was always the first one out the car when it was that blue Ford that spun the block. Bleed just like us. Now, again, chat, remember, Maino is 53. He's reminiscing on his 20s. This is 30 years old, and you gotta, it's like when Grams keep telling the same story at dinner. You're like, okay, Grams, I know you used to crack that chick. I know. Okay, it's okay. All right. So he's saying that there was a blue Ford, and he used to pop out the car first. Let's hear his raps at 50 Cent. I am very intrigued.
Man, this nigga, hey. Yeah. This nigga made us wait 4 months for that shit. Let's rap about it, nigga. Let's get it. Niggas bleed just like us. Picture me being scared of a nigga that never shot nothing or killed shit. Niggas bleed just like us. Picture me being shook of a nigga that beat up on women and not men. They bleed just like us. Nigga, we don't believe you. You gon' have to prove it to me. Need more people. They bleed just like us. Boo-boo, you just a joke. Enough for all that trolling shit. I want the smoke. Enough for all the gimmicks and tries. Be on your top again. You was just a product of lies and strong marketing. Always seen a bitch in your eyes, you a comedian. You never took a life in your life, you was obedient. Be careful when you come at me, nigga, you couldn't humble me. Why the ones you beef with end up in fair custody? 50 ways to catch a killer, is that your energy? Only black men, no white man is your enemy. Queens niggas love me, Curtis, let's rap about it. Didn't freeze smack you, you ain't do jack about it. All that killer imagery, but you only just rapped about it. You a false god, shot 9 times, you capped about it. You overrated, this is your day to get deflated. Only white kids from the birds thought you was gangster. We fuck with you cause of your story, thought you was like us. Just to find out this whole time you was the wankster. Fake fuck, nigga, your bars is prosthetic. Lately you been looking unhealthy, you diabetic. This is disrespect to the fullest, so I said it. You never been a bully to me, boy, I'm with it. Niggas bleed just like us. Picture me being scared of a nigga that never shot nothing or kill shit. Niggas bleed just like us. Picture me being shook of a nigga that beat up on women and not men. They bleed just like us. Nigga, we don't believe you. You gon' have to prove it to me. Need more people. They bleed just like us. Boo boo, you just a joke. Enough of all that trolling shit. I want the smoke. What's up, 5? You really do want it, 5? All them bitches said that you beat them. You bugging, 5? All them sex workers that beat her. You know it, 5? Getting rich wasn't enough. Still wanna die?
Now, I know my ears ain't gonna deceive me, and I know y'all might be like, "Act, you're rocking a Teeniors citizen shirt," which means I do want to rock with and root for Maino. So in reality, I'm gonna play it again. I want to hear this shit again. I want to see, maybe I'm missing some bars, some metaphors. I think there was a triple entendre, but y'all know me, and I'm gonna keep always straight to what I've said. The first criteria of a diss song is disrespect, okay? There's no respectful diss songs. But after you get the disrespect, make it sound good, throw some bars in there, some clever shit, make some threats, even if maybe if you didn't even name about it, you just got to say some shit, and we'll see how it goes. Let me listen one more time, but I'm going to listen with the critical ear this time, all right? Here we go. Maino from the Teenior Citizens. He's responded to 5th.
Man, this nigga, hey. Yeah. This nigga made us wait 4 months for that shit. Let's rap about it, nigga, let's get it. Niggas bleed just like us. Picture me being scared of a nigga that never shot nothing or kill shit. Niggas bleed just like us. Picture me being shook of a nigga that beat up on women and not men. They bleed just like us. Nigga, we don't believe you. You gon' have to prove it to me. Need more people. They bleed just like us. Boo boo, you just a joke. Enough of all that trolling shit. I want the smoke. Enough of all the gimmicks and tries. Be on your top again. You was just a product of lies and strong marketing. Always seen a bitch in your eyes, you a comedian. You never took a life in your life, you was obedient. Be careful when you come at me, nigga, you couldn't humble me. Why the ones you beef with end up in fair custody? 50 ways to catch a killer, is that your energy? Only black men, no white man is your enemy. Queens niggas love me, Curtis, let's rap about it. Didn't freeze smack you, you ain't do jack about it. All that killer imagery, but you only just rapped about it. You a false god, shot 9 times, you capped about it. You overrated, this is your day to get deflated. Only white kids from the birds thought you was gangster. We fuck with you cause of your story, thought you was like us. Just to find out this whole time you was the wankster. Fake fuck, nigga, your bars is prosthetic. Lately you been looking unhealthy, you diabetic. This is disrespect to the fullest, so I said it. You never been a bully to me, boy, I'm with it. Niggas bleed just like us. Picture me being scared of a nigga that never shot nothing or kill shit. Niggas bleed just like us. Picture me being shook of a nigga that beat up on women and not men. They bleed just like us. Nigga, we don't believe you. You gon' have to prove it to me. Need more people. They bleed just like us. Boo boo, you just a joke. Enough of all that trolling shit. I want the smoke. What's up, 5? You really do want it, 5? All them bitches said that you beat them. You bugging, 5? All them sex workers that beat her. You know it, 5? Getting rich wasn't enough. Still wanna die?
Wow. This was terrible. Yo, 5th, you got to pass me the number to the landlord that you had at Vic Jim Jones. Whoever is the landlord for the studio that Maino recording at, I got to give him to Vic Maino too. Maino, please, This ain't your Maino. Your highlight reel is in the alleyway with you with the grip. It's not in the booth. It's not on Love and Hip Hop, and it's not on the podcast. I'm gonna just be honest with you, okay? You're the muscle, okay? You're the muscle. You're the guy who's to make sure when the other niggas talk tough, like put like this, Maino, I need a nigga like you on my team. That when I'm popping it, I know there's a nigga handling it. That's you. That's all you're good at. Maino, this was horrible. You gotta, like, I know y'all said let's rap about it, but you gotta wait till you get to the conference call, okay? I know y'all probably on the Nextel chirp phone with you know what I mean? You, Fab, and Jim. Follow Fab's lead with this. Here's the thing, though. I don't think Fab talks that crazy. Fab is slick, though, and he's really good at dissing. You came out with this garbage. Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, like, bro, I didn't even think 50 really dissed y'all. I think 50 did an AI diss. He just put y'all faces in it. I don't think he dissed y'all. But you came with this garbage. I'm like, wow. Brother, I know all y'all niggas, and this is what I keep saying about the Teeniors citizens. Bruv, y'all are podcasters now. You feel what I'm saying? This ain't your time to rap. It's over. It's not your time to rap. Like, oh, nah, let's... Yo, this nigga made a song. Bro, you should... Yo, at least Papoose just rapped in his car, like, to his phone over a beat. These niggas think they're making... Yo, respectfully, and y'all can hate me if y'all want. It just is what it is. But I'm going to call a spade. Maino, there's a lot of ways I think you could have appropriately responded to this. It's a reason why you're a fucking one-hit wonder. You've never made a song in your life other than a high hater that niggas want to listen to. Don't make a song with a hook. You should have made a song with about like 16 bars, make it a minute and a half, talk some shit at the beginning and the end, and left that shit just like Pap did, bro. Just left it. You can't make songs, bro. It's a reason why you're podcasting. You sucked at making songs from day one. And it's the reason why nobody's ever talked about you making a song other than High Hater. And in reality, even when y'all popped off recently during Christmas time, it was a freestyle, a cipher. Why fuck up the formula? You can't make music, dummy. I'm just keeping a beat with you. You can't make music, bro. You can't. Don't do a hook. Now, let me actually rate the song. Disrespect, there is disrespect there. Bars and delivery, that's not there. And I'm going to be honest with you. If you ask me, y'all should have did a cipher again. Fuck it, nigga. Why not? Bro, y'all, again, Fab carried the cipher. But the cipher worked. Because y'all got the guy who could really rap. Then y'all got y'all. Y'all are like the entrees. You know, when they come and be like, yo, hey, before we bring out the tomahawk steak, do you guys want some tea? Yeah, that's you. That's you and Dave East. Yeah, like, we're gonna get tea. You know what I mean? Like, yo, Jim Jones the appetizer. I bet we getting wings, finger food. They actually like, yo, you want some other shit? That's y'all. The main course gonna be Fab. Bruv, how you gonna jump first? Yo, listen. This is the equivalent of jumping first out the blue Ford and shooting in the air. What the fuck did you do? What the fuck? This nigga jumped first out the Ford with a water gun. This shit ain't do nothing. Yo, newsflash for everybody trying to bait 50 in a beef. Y'all gotta give him something to respond to. Like, the fans gotta be like, oh shit, that's fire. Oh, niggas went crazy. Nah, if Fifth don't respond, he pussy. Nah, that nigga, yo, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yo, Fifth, if I heard this, bruv, I know you had I know you own their building they're recording. I know you had the landlord cut the heat off. Yo, bruv, let me just tell you, bro. It's like 75 degrees in Jersey and New York right now. Cut the AC off. Fuck it. You cut the heat off, cut the AC off. They don't deserve nothing. Just let them start sweating in there. Yo, what type of shit is this? Again, I'm reacting to it because I know they want Fifth to respond. Remember, I told you, King's this, I like it. It's disrespectful. It sounded good. Domani's this, he getting mad technical, but all right, nigga, we got you. T.I.'s this, he doing too much swag shit. Papoose this, that nigga in the car. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. Now, let me play Domani's new disc. Like, I didn't even hear this shit, bro. Like, this nigga wrote like a whole thing, man. Domani's not playing around. This is T.I.'s song right here. He wrote another diss song. Check this out. Where's it at? Did y'all hear this? Oh, what the hell? Oh, I got to go on his pace. I think he going crazy too. I ain't gonna lie. So, I mean, again, I keep telling y'all, I don't believe the beef is really gonna reach boiling point until Fifth. It's not gonna be a diss song. It's gonna be some other shit, but whatever. I gave the T.I. family the win. Yo, Maino, with all due respect, my nigga, please stop rapping. Like, I gotta ask you for the audience, bruv, you're not Joe Budden. You're not Cameron. Like, you're not gonna be one of those, like, and niggas gonna say I'm hating. Bro, y'all know I'm telling the truth. Possible Jim Jones, because Jim Jones had a little run recently. If Jim Jones wanna, like, drop freestyles and shit, bruv, you're retired. You're a podcaster now. We don't want to hear you rap no more. Davies supposed to be in his prime. I don't know what the Davies is doing. I don't know what, like, I'm confused about Davies. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, there's one time I heard Davies was like supposed to be the next Nas. I don't know what happened. But Maino, you're banned from the recording booth for music. You're a podcaster. Okay? Leave the rapping to I love when Cam go crazy. Oh, my man Mace, he be going crazy. Now, Joe retired, but if Joe want to get up on there and do some shit, we know how Joe get down. Come on. That's Joe. But Maino, it's like we just get reaffirmed why he needs to be talking and not rapping. No more raps, Maino. Maino, I'd rather you pick up a gun before you pick up a mic. It's over for you. It's not enjoyable. And don't try to clip that and be like, oh, Ak is promoting. No. Maino, you're not the rapper of the bunch. We listened to that, the cypher, and I ain't gonna lie. We know who, Jim Jones was cool. Davies talented, but it's like, yo, does Davies really got like I feel like I'm dissing him though, but like, Davies don't got no horse in a race, man. Davies just like, Davies supposed to be, here's my disappointment about Davies. And y'all can clip this for Davies, if, because I really don't, I'm not hating on him. I don't have nothing against him. Yo, Davies should be battling it up with all the young niggas in New York. He should have been always competing with the Pop Smokes, the A Boogies, the fucking, like, I'm not saying like in terms of just like movement, but it's just like, bro, you're a young rapper that supposed to create your own lane. You're the lyrical dude that could bring people reminisce to some old shit, but keep it current. Bro, you're hanging with the Teeniors citizens. Like, yo, I think Davies is half their age. I think that, yo, one of them got kids older than Davies. That's the crazy part about it. So I be looking at Davies on there, I'm like, yo, Davies gave up on his career. Davies is just like, yo, what the fuck? But whatever. Anyway, yo, Maino, no more rap songs, bro. I'd rather you get on Instagram, talk some shit. No more rap songs, bro, please. Just like respectfully, like, and I'm going to show you how fair I'm going to call it. I'm not hoping for 50 to this y'all niggas neither. Yo, Fifth, do what you do best, nigga. Like, kick them out of the building. Like, do what you do. If I had Fifth on some, and we got, I don't even know, like some old ass hook. I don't want to hear, bro. I don't want to hear. Oh shit, Aiden called me. Let me see what is on.